Hello! Let's go over some movement fundamentals. Movement is essential to overall health and well-being. 1. Become aware of your body and how well you use your core muscles. 2. Breathe with every movement. 3. Move at your pace but always challenge yourself. 4. Exercise is not meant to be comfortable. In order to build muscle strength, you must gradually practice going beyond your level of comfort. 5. Sometimes you will experience pain, discomfort, and instability with certain movements. Usually, this may be due to muscle weakness and stiffness of the joints and muscles. This is all the more reason to often train and build your muscles. Within a relatively short amount of time of consistent training, you will notice an improvement. 6. Practice different forms of movement and exercises throughout the week, preferably between 3 to 7 days, so that you incorporate moving all the different muscles of the body. 7. Allow for sufficient rest in between your workouts. And finally, 8. Keep on moving and grooving. Now, let's get started.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. Welcome. So today we're going to get right to it. Let's focus on getting our joints and muscles surrounding our joints warmed up so that we can work further on stability and mobility. All right. First, let's start off with our neck. So we're going to hold ourselves in a nice stable position, feet nice and flat and strong on the floor. And what we're going to do is head in the center, bring it down, scrape across that collarbone, bring it all the way up, all the way over, bring it down, scrape across the collarbone, and up. Again, other side, we're bringing it down, scrape across that collarbone, bring it all the way up. Good, bring it down, scrape across the collarbone, and up. Let's do that one more time. Down, scrape, all the way around. Good, scrape, and up. Other side, last time. Down, scrape, all the way around, nice and strong. Scrape, and up. Good. You can also, kind of give me a side to side and up and down. And, notate where you feel any tightness or anything. So these are things you want to continue to work on and strengthen those muscles and bring awareness to it. So next, let's do some shoulders. Loosen up the shoulder joints and the scapula. These tend to get pretty tight if they are not often moved. All right, so I'm just doing some simple shoulder rolls here. But what I want to do next is I want you to hold your hand here, palm open, and I want you to bring it all the way up and around. You're going to rotate that thumb inward, where it's going to be pointing inward, bringing it all the way down to the back, and now we're ending with our thumb inside. Once again, we're bringing it back, bringing it around, fully rotating that shoulder, and palm open to the front. Let's try that again, all the way up. Rotate inward, bring it down to your side. Good. Last time, bringing it back, rotate, and palm facing forward. Wonderful. Let's do the other side now. Palm open, bringing it all the way up, rotating it around, inward, and good. Backwards again, rotate, bringing it forward. Palm open. Again, bringing it up, nice and slow, rotating all the way around, and hitting on the side. Last time, bringing it back and around, rotate, and open. Good. Next, I want to do this thing where we now are working really good with our scapulas back here. So we're going to bring it forward, up, down, back. Okay? So here we go. Hold our hands out in front of us as if we have an imaginary block in between our hands. And all we're going to do, our shoulders are neutral right now. So first move is we're going to move them forward, protract, forward. And then we're going to retract, bringing that scapula together, backwards. Then we're going to elevate the shoulders up next to our ears. That's bringing them up. And we're going to depress the shoulders all the way down. Good. Bringing them down. So let's try that again. We're going to go forward, back, retract, elevate, up, depress, bring it down. This time, let's make a C with our shoulders. So we're going to go forward, back, up, forward, back, down, forward. You see what we just did there? Let's try that other side. Once again, neutral position. We're going forward, back, up, forward, back, down, forward. All right, awesome. So now that we kind of loosened our shoulders and scapula up a little bit, we can do a little bit of shoulder rounding forward and backward. Good. All right, next we're going to work on loosening our elbows. So palms up. What we're going to do is going to bring them up, rotate them, our thumbs inward, and bring it down. Okay, rotate out, bring up, rotate in, bring down. Rotate open, bring up, rotate in, bring down. This time we're going to go up, rotate out, and bring down, close, rotate up, bring, good. Last time, up and in. So now we're going to do our wrist. So all you need to do is hold your palm open and rotate it inward, bring it all the way around, outward, bring in. And this, we really want to steady the forearms so that's not moving too much. It's really just our palms kind of guiding this whole rotation process, okay? And the other way. This palm up, down, rotate out, in, rotate in, out, down. Feel any tightness in there? Means you got to work on them a little bit more. Work it out a little bit more. Okay, next we are going to work on our hips. Such a big, important part of our body. So we're just going to rotate them side to side, kind of hinging at the hip, bringing it forward, side. Okay, now we're going to bring it all the way around, pushing our hips forward. Good, stopping, bringing the other side, good. Right now we're holding our core tight, so we're not having a flimsy core. It's really just focusing on our hips, rotating. All right, so this next move, we're going to work on the joints in our hip. So it requires some balance, so we want to make sure our foundation is nice and strong. So you can hold your arm out to hold your balance. Another way is to get on all fours while you're doing this, okay, and rotate it. So I'm going to try it standing up, and I hope you can try it with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift the knee up, rotate it out, rotate that knee inward, and bring it down and reset. Good. Back the other way, up, out and around, forward and down. Good. Let's try the other side. Up, out, rotate in and down, out, rotate in, and down. Good. Let's try that on all fours, just in case. You can also do that holding on to like the back of the chair. We'll do that on all fours. So we're going to bring our knee up, out, donkey kick it back, and bring it down. Once again, up, out, back, and down. Other side. Up, out, back, and down. Again, back, out, around, forward, and down. Okay, good. Go ahead and sit back on that a little bit. This is called child's pose. And I just kind of want you to go side to side here, stretching that hip out a little bit. And holding. Good. Other side. We'll hold for a second here. Good. Hold your hands in the middle and just kind of rock side to side. Good. Since we're here, we might as well do some cat-cows. We're really extending the back up. Good. Hold it here. And then bringing it down. Pushing our bellies down. And flexing forward. And do it again. Up. Rounding the spine. Rounding the back. Forward and then down. Good. And you can kind of wiggle here a little bit with your hips. Loosen them up. All right. Wonderful. So since we're down here, let's keep going. Let's work on our knees. So we're just going to kind of relax them and kind of knock our little knee side to side slightly, ever so slightly. And then we're going to go up and down, round and round, bringing awareness to our knee. Did I mention to be breathing? Yes, you want to be breathing really well. Through your nose and out through your mouth. You want to be doing this, bringing awareness to these joints and areas that are so important along our kinetic chain of movement. Okay? So up, down, around. Woo! Massage a little bit. My knee kind of hurts on this side a little bit today. All right, so let's hold our knee up. If you need to support yourself, that's fine. But just kind of, rock it back and forth, bringing it fully around, back the other way. Good. Kick it forward, kick it back. Good. Let's do the other side here. Rocking side to side, bringing it all the way around, back the other way, kicking it. You can fully extend, do what you can do, your best. All right, we're going to move on down to our ankles. And this happens to be an area that's pretty weak on a lot of people. So it really needs a lot of attention and work. So we're just going to start out pointing, flex, heels up, point, toes forward, flex, extend, flex, extend, flex. And let's start rounding them together. Outward round, inward round, and you want to try to keep your legs and stuff as stable so that it's concentrated on the ankles rounding and getting loose. Okay, we can kind of alternate the point, the flex. Okay, and actually I want you to grab your leg so you really stabilize it and move that ankle around to the other side. Okay, and this happens to be a move that a lot of people have a tough time with, but it's a good stretch actually on the ankles and the knees. So I just want you to sit in this position. Okay? Sit in this position and kind of, push it back as far as you can go. I mean, is whatever you can do. You can kind of lift your knees up a little bit to stretch out those ankles, and then tuck your toes under. And now we're kind of stretching our toes, which is where I was going to move to next. Tuck our toes under, then reflex it again and sit back on it ever so slightly. You don't want to hurt yourself. It's really just bringing attention to that area. If it's stiff or if it's tight, do what you can. If you can't go all the way down, do what you can. All right, so let's focus on these toes. So we're just going to flex them, point, flex, holding our ankle now to stabilize just the toes. Okay, switching side, point, flex, bringing up, bring them down. Good. So this time I want you to see if you can go one toe at a time, down, bop, bop. One toe at a time. My big toe keeps wanting to cross over onto my little toe. One toe at a time. Boop, 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 boop. Like, doot, 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 doot. Like that, okay? Now bring up the big toe. Hold down the other toes. Point and flex just that big toe. Now hold the big toe down and try to do it with the other toes. Bring up the big toe, bring it down, bring it up, bring it down, bring it up, bring it down. All right, I think we're good. I think we're nice and loose and aware of our bodies now and kind of how we feel. And so now we can go on to the next step, which is really kind of focusing on the foundational moves of stability and mobility. If it's not difficult enough for you, trust me, we're going to get there. But first, I want us to focus on just making sure our form and our foundation is nice and stable and strong. So let's go to the next video and check it out.